Eileen Petty, and my husband Bill and I started coming here, the beginning of the year. And Pastor Matt asked me to do a little, I think it was a 50-minute talk. Oh yeah, it's only 5. Well, years ago, Matt's grandpa, Trombley, I had to give this big speech, and I was so scared. And so he says, well, I got some advice for you. And I said, okay, what is it? He says, well, first you stand tall so everyone can see you. You speak loud so everyone can hear you. And then you sit down real quick so everybody will like you. Can that be it? No. Anyway, I'm up here to share my little slice of life gifts that God has given me. And I love that song, I Surrender All. Because, you know, if there's any of me, there's none of God. And so I surrender before I came up here so that I could share with you a little bit about how we came here. And we had a church that we'd been going to for 10 years. My husband and I always prayed for the right place and the right time. And about a year ago, we had a pastor that was our age, and we absolutely loved him, and all of a sudden, he and his wife retired, and they moved down to Tennessee to be with their children. And it was like such a shock to us. So our church was without a pastor for a year, so our deacons and our elders or whatever did that, and I felt like I wanted to come here so bad. We've always visited Life of Purpose, but when we've always had the intentions of joining and coming here, but God told us otherwise. And so we waited on God. And when the new pastor came, it was like the doors opened and said, go to Life of Purpose. And I can't tell you how much I love this church. I love the youth. You know, we were the youth at our church, and we needed that because our parents had passed away, and we needed the older fellowship of people our parents' age. And so I just love how God is moving this church, how it's growing this church. I've been praying about that, and it is just awesome how God is the base of this church, and how when Pastor gives a message, it is the meat of the Bible, is it not? Amen. And you really don't hear that all. You hear a lot of feel-good stuff, and you hear a lot of personal stories, and this is a personal church, but it is a church that embraces. We embrace each other, and we really make God number one. And to me, that's what it's all about. And when I just love coming here, and I love being part of it. And that was a hard thing to not come. It was really a challenge for us. But my husband's home sick today, so I told him, well, you can watch it tomorrow on TV or on the video thing or whatever. And he says, well, maybe I'll try to watch it today. And I said, okay. So he's fine, but say a little prayer for him. And I'm going to, like Chrissy had mentioned, I did children's church at my old church, and my church prior to that. I've had as many as 60 kids for music before in my old church. And I've always taught children's church, and I love it so much. And now I get to do it again. So I'm so happy.